I'll tell you right now, there's this chick named Emily. She's Samoan, right? She's so bad as fuck. I'm in love with that girl. I got her lips tattooed right here on my face. I've never been in love with a girl like I ever have, like I have with this one. This one just tops them all. I don't know why. It's that good, just the way she treated me. Even though she started to be shady as fuck towards the end, but she's just trying to get me away from her because I started acting crazy. But the love that she showed me when our love was good for like 4 years, by far, just shit on every other girl I've ever had in my life, right? Plus all the extra shit she be doing. Ooh, it's that good, right? But look, I hooked her up with her new baby daddy. I got so much love for her, I just let her go eventually. After a couple years of chasing her around, I used to fucking kidnap her friends and shit. Fucking, I even stuck a couple of them. I've done some crazy shit over that girl. Man, I didn't let nobody. We had a weird relationship because all my relationships they're getting high, I'm getting high. So our relationships don't fucking make sense. But, so she slept with all my friends. I slept with all her friends. But she was dedicated to me for a long time. I hit over $1.3 million. I had her before I had money, so get to know that. We had our own apartment in Davis up the street from the college. And we lived there for 2 weeks, and then of course I got anger issues. I ended up whooping my cousin real bad. Almost caught a GBI over it, and so we lost that spot. We've been through a lot of shit. I bought her a car. I gave her like 40 grand, you know, and at least she was honest and kept it 100 with me. She said, "Oh, you got me used to the money, Glenn." Yeah, I did. I had her like a couple years before I had money like that. I was always slinging shit, always had something going on, but not living like a millionaire, literally, right? And, man, it got to the point, I wasn't tripping on who she slept with. It's the way she used to disrespectfully just disappear. We'd be planning on going somewhere or doing something, and she would just, like, where the fuck did she go? Where's Emily at? She's gone. This ghost disappeared. And she told me to never do that to her, which I never would, you know what I mean? When I'm in love with somebody, I'm 100% to them. But, and I'd do anything for this girl, like anything. I always got her out of situations, fucked up situations where she would take somebody's car, because she was a dirtbag, you know what I mean? But she was never shady to me for the first 4 years. It was all the 2 years after that because of me kidnapping her friends and fucking sticking them, you know what I mean? Where's my bitch at, you know what I mean? Yeah, that scared her away. I get it. I look at it now, I was like, fuck. She's a friend of mine now, you know what I mean? I hooked up with her baby daddy. She got a beautiful kid. She has a daughter with my boy Joey. Him and his sister, they call me Uncle Glenn, you know what I mean? Hey, as long as she's happy and taken care of, and same with him, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm all for it, you know what I mean? Have a beautiful family together. Doesn't mean I'm not still in love with her. Don't get that fucked up. But, you know what I mean? I'm not chasing around or trying to get at her like that no more. It's just, I love her so much, I just let her be, right? That's how it should be. If you really love somebody, you love them enough to let them go. But it took 2 years after a 4-year solid relationship with her for me to get like that. And so I never accepted anybody's shit. Oh, you know, you hiding her out? Bam! Fuck, man. Hey, I'm telling you, I got everybody, man. I kicked doors in, all kinds of shit, to the point where a lot of people don't want to let her be there. They wouldn't let her come over because they're afraid I was going to find out where she's at, and I'll come running through their house. And I'm telling you, in my hood, I'm a top dog in my hood. I ain't the baddest motherfucker out there, but I'm still with the shit. I'm willing to go further than the next person, especially when I'm in love with a girl and you're trying to hide the love of my life from me. No, hell no. You gonna let somebody take your wife away, or your kid's mom or something? No, hell no. You ain't gonna accept that shit, right? But look, at the end of the day, I want to say I really had it coming. I mean, I had it coming after a couple years because of all the crazy shit I did, but I was always solid as fuck to her. And what happened to our relationship? Well, she had another boyfriend too, but like I said, I didn't care about none of that shit. I was starting to take her from him, and she was starting to become mine, but I started getting too attached. Like I wouldn't let her do shit. I was getting too clingy and shit, and that's where she started kind of like disappearing. But she told me never to do that to her. She made that clear a couple times, and she would do that to me. So every time she would disrespectfully just disappear, that's when I would go fucking crazy. I met up with some dude. he's like, I'll be honest with you, I was just with her last night. I'm like, did you hit it? I'm like, it's good, huh? I'm like, look, I want to know where the fuck she's at. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't care if you hit it or not. He's like, oh, I don't know where she's at. Bam! You know what I mean? Don't lie to me, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And me and my boy Chop, we'd be laying people down all the time just for adrenaline rush and just for the fun, right? And we run through this house. I intentionally didn't bring a pew-pew, right? Because I didn't want to get the guy. But he did. But we go over there. And first of all, this dude was trying to sell her car. I'm like, hey, look, I'll give $2,000 to whoever gives me her car. I'm looking for that car. And he's like, hey, you still looking for the car? Yeah, he didn't know I was bullshitting. I was just trying to find out where she was. So I ended up whooping him, and he got me into the gates of this house where me and my boy go in there. And like I said, I didn't bring a thing, so we go in there. And hey, if you ever been to prison, you know when somebody's about to get off on somebody, the yard gets real quiet. It's like a dead giveaway. Why go in there? Well, Emily and her other little boyfriend were in the back room, right? Well, the whole house they're all tweaking on shit, taking shit apart, doing the most, right? Whew, complete silence once me and him walk in the room. Everybody was tripping. They were scared because they know how I am, who I am, and they know who my boy Chop is and what he's about. Man, I didn't bring a thing. Well, look, I tried to have this dude go up to the door like, hey, Emily, I forgot something in the room there. Hey, they're smart. They know something could be up. They're always aware that some crazy shit might pop off at any given time. So they crack the door open. I pick up a fireplace poker, and bam! They were opening the door for the dude, so I tried kicking it open. It wouldn't open. Well, I found out that's because dude's trying to hold the door shut. I start going through it with that fucking fireplace poker, and I found out the next day that if I was a little bit shorter, I would have got him right here completely, and he unalived him, right? But I ended up putting 2 big old gashes in his head, and fucked him up. And I finally got the door open, and I just seen the back of his shirt going into the little bathroom door. I didn't know there was a tiny window, a little tiny ass window. Man, he's like a little rat mouse. He squeezed right through that window and disappeared like lightning. Yeah, almost got him. That's one incident with Emily, you know what I mean, this other dude, but yeah, anyways, like, subscribe, and comment if you want more stories. I got some more crazy stories. That ain't shit compared to all the other shit I've done. So like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget that shit. You hear me? Straight the fuck up.